Unmute. Thumbs up from the coaches. So Brainerd Squirt A versus Bloomington-Jefferson at Squirt International, our second game. We have a guest commentator here with us today, Brianna.
Hello,
Thompson.
welcome. Thanks for having me. I'll probably last maybe 2 minutes of commentation here.
You got this. We lost our first game 0-3 versus EGF. If you didn't get to watch it, tough game. Boys played well, don't you think? They played well in the first game?
They played very well.
Yeah. What do you think we could have done different in the first game?
We could have scored a goal.
Yeah, that would have been
that would have been really helpful.
Yeah, Turtle, our goalie, played a fantastic game.
Oh, I think he kept us in the game from it being a much larger blowout. They had a lot of shots on goal.
For sure.
He did a fantastic job.
It looks like the streaming's going to hold out, so should be good, yeah. As long as this little green light up here stays on, it doesn't get amber or yellow, then we should be good.
Okay, good.
Starting face-off, Marsh, Stewart, Potvin with Paskey and Wheezy on D. Shot on goal right off the bat for Jefferson. Loose puck in the Brainerd zone. Bloomington-Jefferson controlling. Shot blocked out front by
Good
Wheezy.
block. All right, take
Into
it
the
out.
left corner.
Skate it up.
Wheezy carries it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Potvin. Yeah, it's to circle back a little bit. Potvin up the middle. And on the left side. Shot on goal by Potvin. Easy save for Bloomington-Jefferson. Puck on the wall. Tipped out into the neutral zone. Wheezy.
All right.
Over to Paskey. Paskey up to Potvin. Potvin in across the blue line again on the left side. Shot on
Good
goal.
shot on
goes
goal.
wide. Tipped out to the blue line. Bloomington-Jefferson clears it out to neutral zone. In across the blue line, up the middle, cut off by Thompson. And loose puck picked up by Paskey down low. Bloomington-Jefferson up the middle, tipped toward the slot. But it's blocked by Paskey. Thompson down low.
Okay, up the middle. Go.
Comes Paskey. Pass up
There
the
you
middle, right on Bible's stick. I got to zoom in and out a little bit here.
Oh,
Breakaway for
breakaway.
Bloomington-Jefferson.
Good
Nice save by Turtle. Another shot on goal off the rebound. Two good saves by Quentin Turtle.
Very good.
10-10 left in the first.
And a big hug from Bubba to his goalie there.
Yeah.
I'll call them by their nicknames. You can
All
call
right,
them by their
sounds
last names.
Face off in the Brainerd zone, right wing circle. Bible over to Thompson. Thompson picks it up. Sends it up the wall for Henson.
Right.
Henson
Go Sawyer.
poked out across the blue line.
Good. Oh.
Dahlheimer to Bible. Bible
Good
shot on
shot on
goal.
Glove save.
Nice.
Owen, you want me to get that
Puck
other
held
stick for
by
you?
the Bloomington goalie for a whistle. Brainerd line change. We have Sweet, McDonald, Bates with Norris and Jackson over there.
Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson.
Yep.
On the Sweet down low, circling around, tries to stuff it in with a wraparound, and poked off his stick.
Keep it in. Keep it in. Go. Go, Weston.
McDonald to Bates. Bates His
good
shot's
shot.
blocked up front. Bates puts it out to the point. Norris
Rocket.
steps up, fires just
Whoa.
over the net. Puck up the wall. Thompson sends it back down low. And off the wall, Bloomington clears it out. And are they calling a tripping penalty on, what was that, offsides? Still?
I think it was offsides.
Yeah.
Should have been a trip, but he looks very
Nobody going to
guilty
the box,
going.
so
Looks very guilty going to the
Offsides,
bench.
head down low, but no call.
Yep.
Face off, neutral zone. Sweet. Over to McDonald, picked up by Bloomington. Bloomington in the neutral zone, turns it over to Paskey. Paskey off the wall to McDonald, intercepted by Bloomington. They head down ice. Blocker saved by Turl from a shot from the right wing circle. Puck in the left corner. He's sent behind the net. Wheezy sends it back up the far wall. Bates.
There you go, Bates.
Tried to get it out of the zone, but it's dumped back in deep by Bloomington.
Oh.
Wheezy spins off a defender.
Ooh, move the puck. There you go.
Up to Bates, off his stick. Kept in by Bloomington. They center it. Puck loose out front. Shot on goal. Kicked away by Turl.
Save by...
And Bates carries it out to neutral zone. Bates still battling. Gets it across the blue line. In on the right side. Centering pass by Bates is intercepted.
There you go.
And Bloomington heads down ice. Paskey angling him wide.
Good poke check. There you go.
Not able to do anything with it. Picked up by Marsh on the wall. Gets tied up. Bloomington steals it away. They head towards the net. Shot deflected. Potvin tips it out towards Stewart. Bloomington keeps it in. Check down Potvin.
Ooh.
Paskey sends it up the wall. Potvin out to the red line. Battling in the neutral zone. Bloomington comes away with it. Marsh chases them all the way deep into their own zone.
Good pressure there. Good pressure. Keep it in. Keep it in.
Marsh.
Go get it. Go to the net,
Great
Jordy.
effort. Nice pass out front to Potvin. Marsh steps up. Puck down low.
You
got a dead corner down there.
Yeah. And Bloomington heads back down into the Brainerd zone. Center zone, angled wide by Paskey into the far wall. Marsh tips it to Paskey. Paskey up the middle to Potvin. Potvin, he's got some room. Potvin down the middle. Deeks. Loose puck up front.
You can't
Potvin
put it in.
Up. Not quite able to get enough on it. He was tied up pretty good, but great effort by Potvin. And Bloomington comes away with the puck. Pass down ice, intercepted by Norris.
Good, Sam.
Norris has to retrieve it down low.
D to D.
Over to Thompson.
Okay.
Thompson up the near side. Tries to get to Dahlheimer. It's intercepted. Bloomington back across the blue line in the Brainerd zone. Thompson tying him up on the left side wall. Henson there helping along with Bible. Bible sends it all the way down ice.
All right.
Picked up by Bloomington, no icing. Pressure from Dahlheimer.
Good pressure.
Bloomington heads back the other way. Cut off by Henson, steals the puck away to Norris.
Oh, Sam.
Norris sends it up the wall, but not able to clear it out. The Brainerd zone. Thompson out front. Sends it out to the blue line.
Wow.
Bloomington
That
fires
one almost
it in
looked like
just
it was
wide
going
into
in.
the right corner. Bloomington from the right D. Shot on goal. It's Thompson's skate.
Skate save. Okay.
Out to Henson.
All right, Henson. Here we go.
In across the blue line. Shot. Blocker save. And the rebound comes over to the near side. And poked out across the blue line. Bloomington comes away with it, and they head into the Brainerd zone on the right side. Taken off the puck by Paskey. Loose puck picked up by Bible. Bible circles down low. Out to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer neutral zone. cuts towards the middle. Dahlheimer tries to flick it towards the net, but loose puck pops out behind. Bloomington skates it out. Bloomington in the Brainerd zone on the left side. Dump it behind the Brainerd net. Paskey picks it up. Off the wall to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer into the
Where's
neutral
his help?
zone.
Go!
Poked off his stick before he can cross the blue line. And Bloomington heads back into the Brainerd zone on the right side.
Paskey takes it away.
Paskey. Paskey loses an edge. Loose puck in the right wing circle.
Nice step up.
And Sweet pokes it forward. Sweet, center ice. Sweet,
Go right to Leo.
Dump it in.
right up the middle.
Dump it in.
Carries it all the way down low.
Center it.
Sweet still with the
Center
puck.
it.
Centering pass to Bates.
Oh,
And it's
good
covered
pass.
by the Bloomington goalie for a whistle.
Good pass, you go.
Leo, nice back check, bud.
Face off in the Bloomington zone, right wing circle. Marsh, no, Sweet. Over to the far wall, picked up by Bloomington, and they skated up the wall. Thompson cuts him off at the red line. They try to dump it in. It's kept out of the Brainerd zone. Finally dumped in on the right side and down low. Norris picks it up behind the net. Up to Bates. Bates kicks it out across the blue line and turned over to Bloomington as they head in up the middle. Shot on goal. Picked up by Thompson.
Okay, go.
Thompson sends it up the wall to Bates again. Bates out
Go,
across
Lewis,
the blue
skate.
line into the neutral
Go.
zone. Bates
Go.
in
Get
on
to
the
the
right
net.
side. Spins off of defenders. Sends it out to Thompson. Thompson
Weave it
deeks past
through.
one
Let's-
defender. Thompson shot just above the net. Rebound pops over to the left side. Set back down low. Marsh in the corner. Tries to send it up the wall. Thompson dumps it back in deep. And McDonald in after it. McDonald. Battle on the wall. Pops out to Norris. Norris dumps it on net.
Ooh, good shot.
Rebound into the right corner.
Front of the
Marsh
net.
with it. Marsh trying to center it to Stewart. It's intercepted by Bloomington. And they head out into the neutral zone. Thompson with a poke check. Steals it away.
Okay.
Marsh picks up the loose puck.
Okay.
Sends it over to Norris. Norris
Okay.
out to
Go.
Potvin in the red line. Potvin.
Okay. He gets checked into the board.
Into the corner. Potvin still with the puck. Battling down low. He's got Marsh with him. Marsh picks up the loose puck. Marsh tied up on the far wall. Bloomington steals it away. And out into the neutral zone.
It's kind of fun from the top here. We can hear him
Yeah.
yelling on the ice,
That's
calling
true.
for the puck.
Good hockey sounds.
Yes.
Marsh. Bloomington sends it down the wall. Picked up by Paskey. Paskey sends it back up the wall for Potvin. Potvin tips it forward for Marsh. Marsh, he's knocked down.
Oh.
That's going to be a penalty, probably tripping or interference.
Or a
on Bloomington.
full football tackle.
Yeah. And we got two going to the box? No. Yeah, Bloomington to the box for tripping. Brainerd on the power play.
All right. Let's see what we can do on this power play.
We have Marsh, Stewart, Potvin, Paskey, and Norris for the power play line. And they're not sure who's supposed to come off the ice. They got Marsh wins the face-off. Out to Paskey
Nope.
at the point. Paskey
Nope.
gets tied up, has poked off his stick. He has to spin away. Paskey heads back the other way. Up to Potvin. Potvin in across the blue line. Centering pass intercepted. Loose puck off the side of the net. Picked up by Bloomington. Cut off by Marsh. And they stole it off Potvin's stick and head up the far wall. Norris stops him.
Puts it in.
Norris sends it off the wall and chases after it down low.
Go, Dave, go.
Picked up by Bloomington.
Come on, boys.
And loose
On the
puck
power
picked
play.
up by
On the
Paskey.
power play.
Not able to keep it in.
Get out, Jordy. Get out, Jordy. Oh.
Marsh in on the right side.
Center.
Bloomington heading out of the zone.
Not run.
Over to the right side, out into neutral zone, loose puck.
Okay,
for
let's
Paskey.
reset. Oh, power
Paskey
play's
circles
over.
Down low. Both teams back to full strength. Paskey in on the right side. Shot from the right wing circle. Nice save by Bloomington goalie. Rebound pops up the near wall. Kept in by Norris at the blue line. He sends it over to Stewart on the right side. And picked up by Bloomington. They send it out.
We got less than 10 seconds to go here.
Paskey.
Good save.
Trying to cut towards the slot. Bloomington offsides as they enter zone. That's the buzzer. End of first period. Score is 0-0.
It's better as a one-person job.
You think so? Keep going.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
I'm not saying much. Well, there wasn't a lot of stoppage.
Not much. Yeah, not much happened so far.
I'll come back in the third period.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we'll score when I'm not. I think we score when I'm not on the mic, and that's the reason. Or as Jackson would say, it's the outfit. He believes that when certain people come watch him, he never wins.
He's superstitious, huh?
Yes. But he's never won when there's extra people watching me. And I was like, that seems like a you problem, not a us problem. Thank you for letting me.
Yeah, of course.
All right, here's our next guest.
Are you ready, Katie?
Oh, I'm the guest host.
Yeah, you ready?
I don't have a voice. That's not going to work.
That's all right.
I think Bill Stewie should be your guest host. He knows more than me.
That'd be awesome, huh?
He's a pro.
Oh, I can't do that. Start of the second period. We have Marsh with Potvin Stewart. Bloomington comes away with the puck. They head into the Brainerd zone, up the middle, cut off by Norris. Puck sent out to neutral zone. Potvin in on the left side now. Potvin down the wall, cuts towards the net. Shot on goal, pad save by Bloomington goalie. And Bloomington picks up the rebound and scoops the puck down ice. Puck goes off a skate, no icing. Norris trying to get his stick on it. Norris chips it up the wall. It stops short. Bloomington with the puck sends it out to the slot. Picked up by Potvin to Stewart. Stewart out into the neutral zone. In on the right side. Marsh over on the left. Out to Potvin coming up the center. It bounces off his stick, turned over to Bloomington. They chip the puck all the way down ice for an icing. .10 left in the second. Score 0-0. Bible on the face-off. Out to Henson. Henson shot, hits a skate, deflected into the right corner. Picked up by Bible, centering. Bounces over Henson's stick, comes out to the point. Paskey fans on it. And picked up by Bloomington. They head down ice. Bloomington in on the left side. Henson chasing him. Shot on goal, stick save by Churl. A rebound picked up by Bloomington on the right side. Paskey tying him up. Paskey scooting the puck up the wall. Out to neutral zone. Tries to chip it forward to Dahlheimer. And Bloomington back in to the Brainerd zone. Shot blocked by Wheezy out front. Puck into the left corner. Puck down low, picked up by Wheezy. Wheezy sends it up the wall to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer out to neutral zone. Dahlheimer in on the left side. He's knocked off the puck. Loose puck poked forward by Wheezy. And a penalty coming up on Wheezy, I think, as he knocks down a player battling for the puck on the wall. It's Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer to the box for checking, I think. Didn't see the call. Face-off right wing circle of the Brainerd zone. Sweet, Henson, Norris, Thompson. Sweet wins it over to Thompson. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson out across the blue line into the neutral zone. Got Henson coming up the middle. Thompson dumps it in deep. Henson chases after it. Bloomington moves it up the wall, out to neutral zone. Thompson there. Into the Brainerd zone on the left side. Centering pass swept away by Sweet. Puck out in the slot, and they score right out front on the power play. Bloomington-Jefferson scores on the power play. Center face-off, Sweet. Chips it forward. Bloomington sends it in across the blue line. Cut short by Sweet. And Bates. Bloomington comes away with it. They head towards the slot. Shot blocked by Paskey. Ends up down low behind the Brainerd net. Sweet scooting it forward along the far wall. Bloomington sends it out to their point. Shot goes just wide. Rebound up the left side wall. Bloomington dumps it into the corner. Bloomington heads towards the net. Pass to the slot. It's tipped out into the neutral zone. Bloomington retrieves the puck in the neutral zone. Off the glass. Picked up by Bates. Bates pokes it forward into the Bloomington zone. Sweet battling in the corner, but Bloomington clears it out. Paskey battling in the neutral zone. Bloomington in across the blue line on the right side. Paskey knocks him off the puck, and the puck slides on goal, covered by Churl for a whistle. Marsh on the face-off. Marsh tips it forward into the hands of the Bloomington defenseman. They're not able to keep it in. Pressure from Stewart just inside the neutral zone. Puck pops into the Brainerd zone. Thompson over to Norris. Norris up the wall to Potvin. Potvin not able to get his stick on it, so icing call on Brainerd. Puck will come all the way back to the right wing circle. Marsh on the face-off. Marsh over to Potvin. Potvin pokes it forward. He gets tied up, but picks up the puck. Heads down ice. Potvin over to Stewart, but Stewart not able to get his stick on it. Puck low in the Bloomington zone. Up the wall, picked up by Marsh. Marsh tips it to Thompson. Thompson trying to send it down the wall. Potvin and Marsh battling on the wall. Puck pops out to Thompson. Keeps it in to Marsh. Marsh to Potvin out front. And Potvin not able to get a shot off. Bloomington heads back the other way. Bloomington up the middle. Angled wide by Norris. Bloomington still controlling the puck. Try to center it. Thompson blocks that pass. Bloomington sends it out to their D, intercepted by Potvin over to Stewart. Stewart in on the right side. Stewart cuts towards the net. circles around. Out to Norris at the point, and slashing penalty coming up on Bloomington. Brainerd back on the power play with 7 minutes left in the second period. See if Brainerd can capitalize on this power play. Get this game tied up. Marsh on the faceoff. Potvin, Stewart. Norris and Paskey on D. Out to Norris at the point. Norris shot, and it goes in. I think that was tipped by Marsh, or a quick rebound. Couldn't quite see. The way Marsh is celebrating, I think Marsh got that one in. Tie game, 1-1 with 6:57 left in the second period. Bible on the faceoff. Back to Wheezy. Wheezy has to retrieve it just inside the Brainerd blue line. Sends it out to neutral zone. And flick back to Wheezy. Paskey. Yeah, and it was a lateral.
Did they not know that? I agree, C-zone.
Bible on the faceoff. To Paskey. Paskey in the corner. Sends it up the wall for Henson. Henson. Up to Bible. Bible heads down ice. In across the blue line. Over to Dahlheimer. His shot goes wide. And the rebound pops up the wall. Kept in by Paskey. Dahlheimer not able to keep it in zone. Loses it off his stick. Turns it over to Bloomington, but they lose it. A couple turnovers there in the neutral zone. Bloomington with it now into the Brainerd zone up the middle. Cut off by Henson. Puck back out to neutral zone. Bloomington. Henson chipping it forward. And Bloomington in across the blue line. Shot on goal. Glove save by Churl. 5:53 left in the second. Face off left wing circle, Brainerd zone. Looks like we have Sweet, McDonald, Bates with Norris and Thompson on D. Sweet on the face off. Bloomington wins the face-off. It pops out to their left D. He dumps it back towards the left wing circle. Kicked away by Sweet. Out to McDonald. McDonald in on the left side. Circles down low. Spins away. Tries to center a pass to Bates out front, but it's intercepted, and Bloomington heads back the other way. Bloomington up the middle, across the blue line. Splits our defense. Shot on goal. Saved by Churl. Face off in the Brainerd zone. Right wing circle. Sweet again. Sweet. Over to McDonald. Picked up by Bloomington. Bloomington sends it over to their left D. Shot blocked by Sweet. Sends it out to McDonald. McDonald carries it out through center ice. McDonald. Stolen off his stick. Battle on the boards. Sweet. Paskey sends it down to McDonald. McDonald to Bates. Bates back to McDonald. McDonald fans on the shot up front. And puck ends up in the right corner. Bloomington sends it up the wall. Easy. Over to Paskey. Paskey in on the left side. Paskey loses the puck at the left wing circle. Picked up by Bloomington. They send it all the way out to the neutral zone and head down ice. Deke past Wheezy. Loose puck picked up by Paskey. Up the left side, off the wall. Paskey still pushing it forward, out to neutral zone. Over to Marsh. Marsh step off sides. 4:21 left in the second. Center face-off. Marsh to Stewart. Stewart to Norris. Norris up to Potvin. Potvin in on the left side. Tries to send it cross zone for Stewart. It's intercepted and sent down ice. As Thompson races back for it. Thompson over to Norris. Turned over to Bloomington.
Help out! Help out!
Norris battling in the corner. Pokes it up the wall for Marsh. Marsh to Potvin. Off Potvin's skate and turned over to Bloomington. They're forced deep in their own zone. Puck actually slides through the slot there. Potvin pressuring down low. Sent up the wall, Bloomington. Poke check by Thompson. Puck stolen away. Norris sends it up the near side wall. Kept in by Bloomington. Bloomington heads down the wall. Past the center zone, intercepted by Dahlheimer. He sends it out to Stewart center ice. It bounces off his stick. Norris on the far wall of the neutral zone. It's tied up. Marsh to Thompson. Thompson up the right side to Henson. Henson loses his stick. Bloomington heads up the middle. Thompson angling him wide. Shot on goal. Saved by Churl. He shuts the right side door. Puck ends up in the slot. Wrap around. No goal. You saw that coming. He saw it coming. He just had to scramble to get there. Bible on the face-off. Sends it over to the far side wall. Bloomington sends it to the slot. Wheezy. Puck down behind the Brainerd net. Bloomington with it. Centering pass. Covered by Turtle for a whistle. .224 left in the second. Bible over to the wall off the face-off. For Sweet. Chips it up to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer heads down through the neutral zone. Cuts towards the middle. Who's offsides? Somebody offsides there for Brainerd. Bible on the face-off. Bloomington retreats into their own zone. Henson pressuring. Pops out to Bible. Henson picks it up. Loses it at this right wing circle, and Bloomington chips it out to neutral zone. Bloomington in on the left side. Cut off by Dahlheimer and Wheezy. Circle back towards the center zone. Intercepted by Dahlheimer, and he heads down ice. Dahlheimer cuts towards the left side. Fans on his pass. Loose puck picked up by Bloomington. Over to their left wing. Bloomington into the Brainerd zone. Puck trickles down deep into the Brainerd zone. Bloomington on the goal line, centering pass. Donald or Paskey there. And puck covered by Churl for a whistle.
Use your voice, bud. Command it.
Face-off will be left wing circle, the Brainerd zone. Marsh, Potvin, Stewart with Thompson and Norris. Marsh over to Stewart's side. Stewart battling with Marsh. Bloomington chips it down low, picked up by Thompson. Thompson circles behind the Brainerd net, sends it up the far wall to Potvin. Tip to Marsh. Marsh over to the left side for Stewart. It's intercepted by Bloomington, and they head back into the Brainerd zone. It's taken down by Potvin. And that's going to be a tripping penalty on Potvin. Brainerd on the penalty kill now with 52 seconds left in the second.
Jack, low and hard from point.
Marsh. Dumps it down low off the face of Thompson. Bloomington sends it to the far corner. Norris scoots it forward along the wall. It's kept in by Bloomington. Norris pokes it forward to Marsh and trickles out across the blue line. Bloomington dumps it back in onto Norris's stick. Norris sends it all the way back out deep into the neutral zone. Stewart pressuring. Stewart with the puck, steals it away. Stewart heads towards the net. Oh, went to his backhand, not able to get the shot off. Nice try there by Stewart. Thompson at the point dumps it into the left corner. Marsh and Stewart battling. Bloomington comes away with it. 12 seconds left in the penalty kill for Brainerd. Shot on goal from the other end. A stick save by Turtle. Poked in after the buzzer. The ref having a talk to the kid for poking the puck after the buzzer. Center face-off, start of the third period. Marsh, Paskey, in across the blue line. Dumps it in deep. That's the end of the penalty kill for Brainerd as Potvin comes out of the box. Bloomington off sides as they enter the Brainerd zone. Marsh off the face-off sends the puck out to the neutral zone. Oh no, that's Sweet. Thompson sends it up the wall in the neutral zone. To Sweet. Sweet. Stolen off his stick. Bloomington chips it in. Thompson to Norris. Norris up the near side wall to McDonald. McDonald in across the blue line. Cuts towards the middle. McDonald shot. Rebound out front. Bates gets a stick on it. And covered by the Bloomington goalie for a whistle. After a little tussle out front. Sweet on the face-off. Face-off in the Bloomington zone. Bates, McDonald, Thompson, and Norris. Sweet. Picked up by Bloomington. Poked off their stick by McDonald and ends up down low in their zone. Sweet battling in the corner. Chips it forward, but Bloomington picks it up off the wall. They send it out to neutral zone. Bloomington cut off by Norris. Passes it forward. Shot goes high and wide by a Bloomington player. Rebound ends up in the left corner. Sweet carries out into the neutral zone. Loses it as he crosses the blue line. Loose puck picked back up by Sweet. His shot off the side of the net. Bates picks it up behind the net. Sends it up to the far wall. Bloomington cut off by Sweet. And chip it out to neutral zone. They have a player in on the left side. Shot on goal. Easy save for Churl. Rebound ends up behind the net. Bloomington sends it up the wall on the left side. Thompson. Sweet stole it away. Up to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer out across the blue line. Stolen off his stick. Bloomington spins back towards the other way. They have to chip it across. Norris picks it up. Norris through the neutral zone in on the right side. Norris beats his offsides as Norris enters the zone. Bible with Dahlheimer Henson. Bible back to Paskey, over to Henson. Henson in across the blue line. Shot on goal, toe save by the goalie. Loose puck out front. Bible got a shot on it, but rebounded out. Bloomington skates it out to neutral zone. Over to the right wing and across the blue line. Shot on goal, held by Churl for a whistle with 9:22 left in the third. Score still 1-1. Bible over to Dahlheimer. Bloomington carries it down low. Paskey steals it away up the wall to Henson. Henson tips it forward to Bible. Bible out to center ice. Poked off his stick before he can cross the blue line, and Bloomington sends it all the way down ice for an icing. Marsh on the face-off. Bloomington wins it. Out to neutral zone, past Norris, picked up by Thompson. Thompson sends it back out to Stewart at the red line. Stewart bats it along the wall. Tied up by Bloomington. They come away with it and head into the Brainerd zone on the left side. Thompson there, stop them. And shot on goal from the goal line, covered by... Face off in the Brainerd zone. Comes out to the point, kept in by Bloomington. They send it down the wall. Thompson sends it back up. Sweet. Trip down. Or was that Stewart? Stewart tripped down. Oh, tripping penalty coming up on Bloomington. Brainerd on the power play. with 8:26 left in the third and tie game. Face off, left wing circle. Marsh. Popman Stewart with Paskey Norris. Out to Paskey at the point. Paskey keeps it in. The shot hits traffic out front. Rebound over into the right corner. Marsh and Stewart tying it up. Stewart trying to push it forward. Puck pops out. Bloomington comes away with it. And they send it out to neutral zone on the Norris's stick. Over to Paskey. Paskey loses an edge, and Bloomington tries to chip it forward, but Stewart sends it back. Popman in across the blue line to Paskey. Paskey tries to pass it back to Popman off a skate. And loose puck picked up by Bloomington. They tried to clear it out. Checked down by Norris at the blue line. And penalty coming up on Norris for interference, they're saying. With 6 seconds left in the Bloomington penalty. With Norris going to the box now. It'll be a 4-on-4 for 6 seconds before Bloomington starts their power play. Henson over to the corner. Bloomington not able to keep the puck in. Fifth man comes out of the box, so Bloomington back to full strength. They chip it across the blue line, turn it over to Thompson. Thompson to Paskey. Paskey up the wall to Henson at the red line. He's tied up. Bloomington heads down through the neutral zone. Henson chasing in across the blue line. Poke check by Paskey. Bloomington still with the puck down low. Paskey steals it away. Paskey out to neutral zone. Poked off his stick as he enters the Bloomington zone. Pass. It was passed across all three lines. With a player off sides, but no call. He got a shot off at the bottom of the left wing circle and was covered by Churl for a whistle. Face off in the Brainerd zone, left wing circle. Marsh, Bloomington. Bloomington won the face-off. Their center spun around and shot it into the top right corner off the face-off. Brainerd down 1-2. With 6:34 left in the third period. Marsh on the face-off. Stewart stolen off his stick. Turned over to Bloomington. Bloomington in on the left side. Thompson tying him up. They cut towards the net. Pass out front. Norris kicks it away to Stewart. Stewart up the middle. In on the left side. Stewart. Shot on goal. The save. Another shot is covered for a whistle. Looks like there's a delayed penalty coming up for hooking on Bloomington.
On you now.
As Stewart was hooked down. Brainerd back on the power play with 6:09 left. Marsh, Stewart Popman with Norris and Paskey on the power play. Marsh. Out to Paskey. Paskey walks, winds up, shoot. It's deflected up over the net. Popman retrieves the rebound. He gets tied up. Marsh. Out to Paskey. Paskey. Shot. Oh, he's deflected. Stewart Towards the net, shot on goal, glove save, held for a whistle. 38 seconds left in the power play for Brainerd. Marsh. Over to Stewart. Stewart out to Norris at the point. He winds up. Shot. Deflected wide. Potvin behind the net. Tries to send it back to Stewart. It's intercepted. Stewart steals it away. Stewart down low. Sends it out to Paskey at the point. Paskey over to Norris. Norris to the slot for Potvin. Potvin tried to tip it. Over to Stewart. Back to Potvin down low. Potvin to Stewart. Stewart out to Paskey at the point. Paskey shot, scored from the point, and ties it up 2-2. With 5:16 left in the third.
What's that? My blocker.
Marsh off the face-off to Paskey. Paskey tries to send it off the wall to Potvin. Potvin manages to get a stick on it, but Bloomington steals it away. Bloomington in on the right side. Shot from the top of the right wing circle goes wide and into the left corner. They scoot it up the wall. Brainerd tying it up. Marsh out to Stewart. Stewart out to Potvin center ice. Potvin one-on-one. Drops it to Stewart. Stewart shot on goal and it's saved and covered for a whistle.
Get it back, Jeff Bennett.
Bible, Dahlheimer, Henson with Weezy and Paskey.
Go, Bennett. Power up.
Bible. Bloomington comes away with it. Out across the blue line, center ice, in on up the middle. They cut towards the left, shot on goal from the top left wing circle. Rebound, trickled through the slot and swept down low. Comes up the wall. Easy, scoots it out to the point and pokes it forward. Bible chasing after it in the neutral zone. Dahlheimer. And puck ends up back in Brainerd's zone on Paskey's stick. Paskey circles down behind the Brainerd net. Sends it up the middle for Dahlheimer. Missed pass. It's going to be icing's waved off.
Good job, Luca.
Goalie sends it up the far wall. Henson tips it out to Paskey. Paskey winds up, shoots, and held for a whistle by the Bloomington goalie. Marsh on the face-off. Out to Thompson, back down to Stewart. Stewart sends it across the zone. It's intercepted, turned over to Bloomington, and they head out to center ice. Loose puck trickles into the Brainerd zone, picked up by Norris. Norris over to Thompson. Thompson scoots it up the wall, and it bounces out through the neutral zone. Potvin chases them into their zone. Marsh in across the blue line. Marsh scoots down the wall on the left side and gets tied up behind the net. Marsh still battling along with Stewart. Out to Potvin in the right corner. And Bloomington comes away with it. They send it out to the point, kept in by Thompson. He dumps it into center zone, and it's turned over to Bloomington. Bloomington, center ice, up the middle. Poke check by Weezy, or by Thompson. Marsh, up to Stewart. Stewart, in across the blue line. He's got Potvin coming down left side. Potvin shot, oh, just goes wide. What a nice play by those boys right there, though. And Bloomington heads back the other way. Bloomington offsides as they enter the Brainerd zone. 2:42 left in regulation. What's the rules for a tie? You know?
I don't know.
What do they do for a tie?
I'm sure they play overtime.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's overtime.
There's writing on the rules right outside the locker room. But
Yeah. I can't remember.
yeah.
Henson in across the blue line to Bible. Bible over to Dahlheimer. It's tipped. Dahlheimer gets a stick on it. Dahlheimer in the slot. Dahlheimer, Henson, Bible. Bible spins, shoots, pad save, rebound out to Dahlheimer on the right side. He puts it out to Wheezy. Wheezy shot, not much on it. Ends up down behind the goal. Bible with it. Bible to the slot, and it's tipped wide. Puck on the wall. Sent into the left corner by Paskey and cleared out to center ice. Wheezy over to Paskey. Paskey up the wall to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer in on the left side. This shot pops out to Bible. Bible shoots it on goal, and it's covered for a whistle. .149 left in the third. Tie game 2-2. Marsh on the faceoff. Out to Norris at the point. Norris comes it towards center zone. It's intercepted. Bloomington heads down ice. Bloomington tips it just out of reach for a puck onto the right wall. Shipped out to Stewart. He pokes it out to the red line. And turned over to Marsh to Potvin. Potvin over to Stewart on the right side. Stewart passes behind him. Has to race over for it. Stewart tied up, stolen off his stick. Marsh chasing the player behind the Brainerd net. He sends it up the near side wall. Poke check by Norris. Potvin picks it up. Potvin circles around the zone. Shot on goal. Loose puck out front, batted down by Stewart. And a quick stick save by the Bloomington goalie. I thought for sure that was going in. But no goal. 59 seconds left in the third.
Let's go, boys. We gotta move it. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Face off left wing circle in the Bloomington zone. Marsh, Potvin, Stewart with Thompson and Norris. Over to Potvin. Bloomington passes it out across the blue line. Stopped short at the red line by Potvin. And it pops up into the Brainerd bench out of play. Center ice face off. And timeout. Center face-off rolls down into the Brainerd zone. Paskey races back for it. Paskey loses the puck on the wall. Centering pass by Bloomington. Shot from the point, tipped wide into the right corner. Centering pass again, batted down by Paskey. Paskey fumbles the puck, and they score with 23 seconds left. Bloomington up 2-3 with 23 seconds left in the third.
Go hard. Go hard.
Another timeout, it looks like. Brainerd pulling their goalie for the last 23 seconds of the game. Bible, center faceoff, picked up by Paskey. Paskey in across the blue line, heads towards the net. Gets tripped up. Bloomington steals it away and tied up in their own left corner.
In front.
Everybody digging for the puck. Literally everybody's there, and that's the buzzer. End of the game. Bloomington wins it.
The official Squirt International tournament merchandise is available for sale at the Green Hobby Corner Store.